Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration, I'm going to be using this gorgeous kit from Oscar and Lou. This is called Elephant Jungle. So if you want to see how it all came together, then just keep watching. Alright, so this is the last, it's not the last week before December, but it's the last week that I haven't got something planned before December. So I want to use this gorgeous Oscar and Lou Elephant Jungle kit before the end of the year. So it has to be this week. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of washi tape, and then there's some washi strips in here as well that I'm going to give a shot. So I haven't decided if I want to go vertical with this and put it down down here and then punch it out and then put the washi strips from the kit along the top. But I think I'll try that to start with and see what I think. So this is just Kmart washi tape. I just like the colour. I just went through my washi book and just sort of picked out a green that kind of matched the green in the kit. And this is maybe just a little bit too, maybe it's a little bit too pale, or too bright, sorry, but it's not far off it. So I'm going to go with it. So I'm just going to hold that there for a sec. I'm just going to grab one of the strips out of the kit. So what I'm sort of thinking, that, I don't know if that's too boring. Where's that? So this is the thing, the washi strips that are in here are just a little bit too small, only just, but they are a little bit too small. So what I was sort of thinking was I can cover up the sort of missing piece, but I don't know if I can. I'm going to try this first. I think it looks okay. It's just probably a little bit boring down the bottom, but we'll see. We'll put the top on as well and see, and sort of like cut it out and just sort of see what it looks like. I'm aware I need to do something at the bottom. It just doesn't look quite right. So this one I'm going to deliberately stick in between the two here, so it's going to sort of like straddle the line more than sit above it or below it, and that way I can leave the November in and don't have to cover that up. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the excess. And for this big strip down the side, I could very easily use my trimmer. I just can't bother getting it out, so we'll just do it with scissors, and then I'll punch the holes obviously. So Ryan says he likes it, and I think I agree. I mean, I've got some bright colours coming with obviously the elephants with the flowers and stuff. So I think we'll continue it on the other side. I really like that cover, like that it covers that up. I don't know why, but I do. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this washi is just a little bit too wide for my page. It would be fine on this side, because obviously this side I'm not going to cover anything up, but otherwise I would have covered up my days, which is fine because I'm going to cover them up anyway. But just because I wanted them to be the same width and I didn't really want to cover the days up, so then I put white out. It's just a pain. So thought for a change we'll just sort of trim the washi tape instead. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this side exactly the same way as I did the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got them all down. I've got a bit of washi here that I'm not happy with, so I'm just going to, there we go, fixed it. So I'm going to grab the date covers that go with this one. Now you would have seen I've got Got post-it notes everywhere for this week, and it's just because I have my hours at work are just sort of a bit all over the spot. So what I think I'll do is put some of these quarter boxes to sort of put my work times on, and I'll just put them up in the corner. But I'm just going to start off with putting the days of the week down. I'm just going to grab my tweezers because it's a bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down, and I'll be right back. Sorry, I just forgot to say, this is where we're going to add in a bit more of that colour. So now it will stop looking quite so plain with just the grey and the green. And I am going to make sure that I just leave a teensy gap between the washi strip at the top and the sticker. So for the numbers, I'm going to jump into my Ultimate Sticker Book. This is also from Oscar and Lou, but I'm going to use the numbers that kind of go along. It's actually the same numbers I used last week. Kind of forgot that I kind of used this last week, but that's alright. So I'm just going to put these in. And the cool thing is, because that's the same font as the November, I can leave that and not have to cover it up. Alright, so I'm going to alternate between the grey, the pink and the green, and just kind of come down the side, and then actually no, we'll put thankfully I remember which days they are, but I'll leave them up the top of my desk here kind of in order so I don't forget. So I think I'll put the boxes in first, and then I'll double back and put in the other bits. Don't have any fingernails. It's a problem. I also got my live this week, which I'll put that back in as well. So we'll jump into these absolutely stunning stickers. I mean, come on, how gorgeous are they? So I do want to move them around a little bit. I don't want them all down. Do you know what? I've just had a thought. I know this is really annoying. I'm going to actually move my days of the week. I want to put them on the other side, and I'm going to put boxes, like picture boxes, all down the sides. I haven't done it for a really long time, and I want to give it a try. So I'm just going to go ahead and move these. Alright, so while that page is drying, so I think I want to go all like straight down the sides, just for something completely different. I don't know if I've actually ever done it before, but let's just have a go. So I've got 4 boxes on each side. 4 of these have I was going to say envelopes, that's not what they are. 4 have elephants and 5 don't. So I think I'll do sort of elephant, flower, and then flower, elephant. I don't know. I do know I want... These two are really similar, so I think I'll avoid using both of those. So I'll put this plain one on first. I'm going to put it in the bottom corner because I always feel that's the easiest place to start if I'm not going to start with the top corner. And I'm going to have these just slightly above and slightly in. So it's not on the line at any point, it's just sort of next to the line. And I'm just hoping that that's straight. Doesn't quite look straight, but that's alright, I'll live. And we'll put some grey on. So I'm just going to work up the page. Just wherever, like trying to keep it as straight as I possibly can. Sometimes when things don't quite look straight when you're doing them, it's amazing how when you actually get everything down, how suddenly then it looks straight, because I was sure that one wasn't. And now that it's all down, I think it looks really fine. So we'll do the same thing on the other side, then we'll put the days of the week back in. But I'm going to alternate. Actually, I'm not. I think I'm going to just avoid using this elephant because he is exactly the same. And I think it'll be too noticeable. So I'm going to put this elephant on Saturday. Now what I just need to do, which slightly makes it not quite the exact same placement as the other side, but I'm just covering the day of the week obviously with these. So it's sort of a little bit more to the left and a little bit more towards the top than on the other side, but that's all right. No, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get my eraser out in a minute and just give a bit of a gentle rub over everywhere there was sticky. Oh, I actually really like that. Oh, I do, except for one thing, because I've got these two on the same line. I'm just going to change two of these. That'll fix the problem. While that's doing that, I'm going to stick these down. So I'm just going to leave, I'm actually going to put Saturday back on first, because then I can line up Friday based on where Saturday is. So I'm just going to line that up in the exact same spot I had it before, but obviously on the other side. So these are going to be a little bit damaged, which is okay. And I need to try and get the stickers exactly where they were, which shouldn't be too difficult. And I'll just rub off any excess. The downside is I've now got dog hair, but again, I'll fix that. The good thing is that when you do use the undo, like obviously you've still got a little bit of adhesive sort of still stuck where you've taken the last one up, which is really easy to remove just with rubbing it out with an eraser, but it does leave some of the sticky still on the back of the sticker, so you can reuse it, which just makes life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to rub that sticky stuff off. I'm just going to really gently kind of just, and my fingers are sticky so it's not really helping, but there you go. I'm just rubbing my fist along that just to sort of see if there's any sticky left, which there's not, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to put in all the quarter boxes first, and then I can put in sort of any other to-do boxes or half boxes or anything to kind of match that. So like I said, I'm going to alternate between the pink, the black and the green, or grey and the green. I think if I just put them up the top of each one in the middle, and that can sort of be where they all go. I know it's different, I know I don't normally do this, but it's a bit of a weird week at the moment. We're working through interviews at work, and interviews just mean that I have to work some weird hours because obviously everybody can't do interviews. Oh, it's my finger that's sticky. During work hours, so we just have to kind of work around other people a little bit. So it just means you start a bit later and finish a bit later. It's all doable. Now I'm actually going to switch this up because I don't want the grey on the same one as the grey. So I'm just going to flick it up and I'm going to put a green one in here. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to put this sort of flaggy green one just for something different. And the other one only has to go on to Friday. So I'm just going to put another pin. No, actually, let's just use all different ones. We'll use this one. Because obviously Saturday and Sunday don't need that. Okay. I do need to put another box onto Friday. I'm going to grab this one that's a bit more of a pale pink, because it's our casual work Christmas party on Friday night. So I'm just going to put that down on Friday. Okay. So we're going to put, I'm trying to remember what words or icons I've got to kind of mark the work stuff, or if I'm just going to leave them and just write the hours in. I have got work, but if I use them, I'll be using up all of my all of my work words. Do I want to use them all? I don't know. I think I'll just write it in, honestly. So I am going to use a dark grey. I feel like that'll suit this a little bit better. So I'm just going to go ahead and write down all my hours, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all of those down. So I just added in a bow. I just moved that box down a little bit. It hadn't stuck fully yet, so I kind of took advantage of that and just pulled it up. So I'm going to grab one of these ones with the cute little tick box, or cute little tick hearts. I'm going to set 2 of these down along the bottom here. I'm just going to line them up. And these are going to be, one's going to be my happy mail, one's going to be like things to do. Actually, I'm not going to put another box there. I'm just going to put, maybe I will. Let's put one of these instead. Put this pink one down the side, and I'll just put to do on the top. This one's a bit bigger anyway, which is much better. I'll put that there. I'll put to do on the top, so I've got these to do ones here. I'm just going to make sure that that sits in line with the others. It's going to overlap a little bit. I'm not doing a very good job. It's not going to overlap, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to put Happy Mail up here because I've got a Happy Mail sticker. Okay, so then we need to put the live sticker on because it's my live on Wednesday night. So these are my new stickers. These will be up in the store very, very soon, but they've just been redesigned with the new logo. And rather than having a time on them, they just have the plums a little bit bigger. So you can just write in the time. I just sort of found that was easier anyway. And because of obviously daylight savings and everything, it makes it hard for a bit of the year. So I'm just going to put 8 p.m. because it's 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, which is Victorian time, New South Wales time. Queensland time, you're an hour behind, so 7 o'clock. Western Australia, here's my challenge. South Australia is 7:30, and then Perth, you are 5 o'clock. Sorry to have to do it so early for you guys. Okay. It just needs something. It just needs a something. You know what? No, it doesn't need a something. I actually really like that just the way it is. I know it's really plain, and I know it's really straight down. But I don't actually remember the last time I did one that was just such a straight square box kind of one. The last kind of couple of kits I've done, I've kind of moved things around. And I know the boxes here make this kind of look a bit funny. I do need to put my gym in. That's what I need to do. I knew there was something. Oh, and I need to put a little sticker in for the house update. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to put the house update. I usually put it in at the back end of the week, but it doesn't really matter where I put it. So I'm going to put it over here, and I'm just going to draw a little box around it with my pen. This is sort of my not fun, but different way of adding a bit of a box. So I'm just going to have it, get it right, and have it line up with the Thursday box. And then just have it just slightly underneath it, but then joining up with the house. There we go. And then you need to put something in there for the gym. I'm just going to put in just a little flag. Use the pink one. Is there a green one? No, I'm just going to put this little flowery one on there. I'm just going to put that on Tuesday. Not sure yet exactly what time we're going to the gym, but I know it's on Tuesday. So I'll just put it there for now. I'll just write gym in there and then I can add the time later. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. I know this is a little different for me, but I really like it. It's kind of like horizontal without being, not horizontal, vertical without being vertical. So let me know what you think. Leave it down below and make sure you check me out on all of my social medias. Don't forget the live is this week. It is at 8 o'clock. I have gone through all the times already, but I'll list them down below just in case you're not sure. If you are following me on social media, I'll make sure I do updates over there. So if you're following me, you won't miss it, I promise. You can always also turn on the notification bell, which will help you out there as well. Hope you guys have the absolute best week, and I will see you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye.